Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to do a very simple dish of glutinous rice ball soup. It may not be the time of the year to have these usually, but well, my family just feels like having it, so I'm just going to prepare it. The soup is going to be more nutritious, not just the usual ginger and some sugar. It's going to have gula melaka, it's going to have longan, and it's going to have the red dates. So next step, I'm going to show you how it's done at the pot. See you later. Okay, first, the red dates have been sliced open, the seeds have been taken out, and this is important if you want to consume the dates later on because slicing it beforehand makes it a lot easier. If you're just interested in getting the flavor out without consuming it later, maybe you can skip this step. So, into the boiling water. The next step is the longans. Okay, it's a good idea to soak the longans into some warm or hot water for a little while, just to make sure that you get rid of all the bacteria and the germs that may be hiding inside. Okay. Right, pour away the water and then we dump it in. Pandan leaves, about one packet from NTUC or any supermarket. And that's it. We'll let this cook for about half an hour to 45 minutes so that the flavor can totally be extracted from all the ingredients. So the sugar tends to taste different after I boil it for some time, so I prefer to put it in later. Okay, it's been about 1 hour already. Looking good. Okay, how do we know it's ready? Firstly, the pandan leaves would have already turned to slightly yellowish. That means that the most of the flavors has already been extracted through the boiling. So we will remove the pandan leaves first. That is now redundant. The flavors have already been extracted. Okay, the longan from earlier on is now fully expanded. It looks like proper longans now, no longer in a squishy form. The next thing we need to do is to flavor it until it tastes good. So that is where the gula melaka and maybe the white sugar comes in. Okay, the gula melaka that you get outside, it could be already mixed with sugar, or it could be pure gula melaka. The one that I obtained from Malacca is they claim to be premium and pure, which is true. There is no sugar added because it's not very sweet, it's just very fragrant. So I will add the gula melaka first until it is satisfactory, and then we will follow with sugar if necessary. Okay, here we go. It's very fragrant with the dates and the longan, but it is still far away from perfect. So let's add more gula melaka. Okay, I'll use the scissors. Okay, this way it ensures that the gula melaka will dissolve really fast once it hits the water. So we don't have to waste time for it to dissolve. Okay, let's try this much first. Okay, some sugar. Otherwise, you only taste of gula melaka, you won't taste of sugar. Okay, gula melaka gives it a really nice coconutty taste, you know. Slightly, you know, tastes a bit like coconut, a bit like sugar. Let's try it again. Quite okay. I don't like it too sweet, so I think that's enough for now. Last but not least, I like to add in some ginger, right? Some old ginger. Okay, just 3 slices will do. Because I'm used to serving my family with 3 slices. It adds a bit of kick, but not too much. Okay, that's a personal preference. And that's it. This is the soup. And the next thing I will do is to use just enough soup to cook. Next, I will transfer just the correct amount of soup into this smaller pot. Because I intend to use the soup for maybe 2 or maybe 3 different servings of these rice balls. So just enough will do. Okay, some more. Some red dates. Okay. Okay, we are supposed to throw this in from a frozen state, so don't defrost it. Okay, just throw them in. When I have both the big rice ball and the tiny rice ball, what I like to do is to put them in at separate times, because obviously these the bigger rice balls will cook faster than the small rice ball. So if I put them in at the same time, what happens is that the big rice balls are done and the small rice balls are gone because they are no longer nice and chewy. Right? So my family likes it to be chewy, have a little texture to it and not just soft. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to boil it up a little first. Okay, so a good indication that it's done is that the rice balls will float to the top. So by tilting this pot, I can watch to see when the rice ball comes to the surface. Okay, 2 rice balls have floated to the surface already. That means that they are perfectly done. So it's time to lower the fire a little. And then throw in the small ones. Okay, stir it a little to ensure that the rice balls don't get stuck all together, because that would be a bad idea. It's not very pleasing, not very nice that way. So it's good to have them all separated. Okay, so let it boil for a while. You can see that the three big rice balls are already on the top, so they're floating there. So which means that the big ones are done. The small ones will take a little while. And we are almost done. Look at them float. And that's it. And there we have it, glutinous rice balls.